Well, out today, boy, beautiful day. It's in the 70s and a little breeze, so it's not real cold. You know what I noticed is that these things, wearing them here, is nice for old people to hide their turkey necks. So even if the COVID is over, I'll wear this for another couple of years. Just so I could hide the old man turkey neck. Gobble, gobble, gobble. But what I want to talk about is, I spend most of my days, hi, good morning, Dwayne, hi, Michelle, nice to have you here again. I spend most of my day answering questions on Let's Go Help. And, they ask me, oh, I need this, I'm in trouble, financial trouble or whatever. So, and I know too much about all this stuff, and I've been up and down. I mean, I've been doing this stuff for 50 years or something like that. Some successes, failures, and whatever. And I still don't know the magic answer, So there is none, and that's why people seem to look for a magic answer or that one magic government grant that's going to change their life. And man, you probably spent a lot more than a couple hours getting into financial trouble, so you're going to have to spend a heck of a lot more than that to get out of it. But what I'm trying to convince people, there are sources of help. Now that's not true for rich people. Rich people can just hire somebody and do it, but then they're not in financial trouble, are they? Well, some are, but they still have money to give to somebody. So I'm trying to help people that don't have money to give somebody to solve all their problems. And you really have to solve them yourself. And it takes work, but it's not manual labor. It's just talking to people and investigating and some little bit of research. I mean, we all can do it our own way, but the key is to talk to people, because what you think the government has isn't what the government has, or actually has other things that you never even thought about. And that's why I used to use only the question marks, because you have to know to ask the right questions, and otherwise you're going to go round in circles. And Google is your biggest problem, because Google promises you have all the answers there. But the answers you see are from people who want to get money from you. And you're trying to solve your financial problems, not by giving money to people, but by finding people to give money to you. So you're fighting Google every time you use them, and it goes nowhere. That's why I know people just, I've been searching Google, whatever. And that will continue to happen. That's why what I've done is show you the most likely places to help you. And these places to help you, or have money to help you, or know how to help you, or have the secret formula to help you, and there is none. It's just a step in the process. And that's the secret, is taking a step. If you don't take a step and you're looking for the last step to take, you're not going to find it by finding the last step. You have to take the first step. It's a journey, not a destination. To get there, you have to go through the process. And that's what I do. I put up all you look at a video I just did. There's 2 or 3 copies of it. I send applications and call that haven't gotten anywhere. Should I keep looking for new applications, or just the app? You really do both. I mean, if you're having not success, you may have to reevaluate how you're doing it. You may have to look for another option. And that's what I do too, is try to go through all your options, not only grants, but otherwise. So if you go to one of the recent programs, the videos I did on YouTube, if you're not a member. If you're a member, I just give you this report. If you're not a member, you can still get all this information by looking at the video. Okay, if your EIDL loan was denied, Michelle, appeal that, and to get help on appeal that letter, there are a whole bunch of, if you go to SBA and you put local help, and you'll see all the organizations, nonprofit organizations, that will help you through that process, whether it's applying or appealing. You don't have to search the internet for 15 hours and just find hucksters that want to sell you something. You can get real free help from the people who know the system. And these are the people that are given money. SBA gives them money to have them help you figure that out. And the EDIL wants you to appeal. If you go to the SBA and put EDIL and look for their FAQ, frequently asked questions, So you could put EDL, FAQ, SBA, okay? And you'll see a list. They tell you how to appeal, how to start the process, who to try to call. At EDIL, it may be hard because they have problems with staffing and things like that. They're still behind on applying. So that's why you have to get over it. But it all depends on, every circumstance is different. So you got to get somebody close to the answers to help you write that letter, okay? And that's why they're available to help. Awesome, let me know. My kid's out the front door to school and I'll be on it. Yeah, and it's all like that. That's why in the video that you'll see, it has to be in the last 2 or 3 videos. You'll see about what to do if you don't have unemployment anymore, and to that effect. And I give an introduction, then there's like a 15-20 minute video behind my introduction that tells you step by step how to get your ass out of financial trouble. Maybe I should use that as a headline. See, I fight trying to figure out headlines that interest people so they take a look at this stuff. Because the stuff itself is boring and hard work. Who wants that? So I gotta tease you into it. I think there is something here, but I don't know what I bought is really, thought it was a grant. I don't know if I don't have it. I don't think I have anything that sells for $57. So I don't think you bought that for me. There's a lot of other people selling something similar. But if you bought anything from me, I'll give you money back, no questions asked. If you're not, but it sounds like you didn't get anything. So I'll show you what you made. For my stuff, all the links are in the report. If you're waiting for a book or something like that in the mail, that I stopped that about 15 years ago. So everything is links that are sent in your receipt, that you download the product, or if you join Let's Go Help. See, Let's Go Help is really the main thing I have. And you go there, and not only do you get all the reports for free, every report I have is given for free to everybody who's a member of Let's Go Help. So that's your mini grants for every state. So whatever state you live in, you get a whole section of reports that I'm fitting a step-by-step grant report for people with disabilities or seniors. Now that's really cool stuff. So all the money, to fix up your house, to get a job, to God, just pay your bills or get a handicapped car, all this kind of stuff. So we've collected it all, but the great researcher, Karen, is doing all that work. And she really starting a terrific service. But I have a place for you to start, so if you're a member, I could send you that too. But don't forget, if you have a disability or if you're a senior, every state has a central office that helps people for disabilities or seniors. Separate. Sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're separate. So that's a place to go, because they will help you. If they don't have money or help themselves, they should be able to point you in a direction to get help. See, that's the key. How you do that, little investigating, not to get the answer, but to find out where the answer is. So many times the deal isn't getting the answer, but getting a source that gives you the answer. That's how I've been doing research 50, 60 years or whatever the hell it's about. 78, so it's probably not 60. But could be 40 or 50 in all my business. And that's it. You don't know the answer because you're probably asking the wrong question. So that's why you have to go to people and research, and you're looking for something, they say, oh, that's stupid to ask for that. What you really want is over here. Oh shit, Department of Aging or Health Seniors. Yeah, see, and actually no matter where you are, we have something called the Area Office on Aging. And that means every county has an office on aging for seniors. And that's a place, if you need to fix your car, you need to fix your roof, you need a new air conditioning system, you want to get a job, you have troubles with Social Security, you need free legal help, they do all that kind of stuff for free. Yeah, but they don't advertise, so it's hard to find on Google. But if you go to Elder Care, search this, eldercare.org, Elder Care, maybe it's .gov, I forget, but that's it, Elder Care Locator, that's it, Elder Care Locator. So if you go Elder Care Locator, that's where hiya Tiffany, good morning Lovey, thank you so much for sharing Well, I mean, I don't see it as anything special. I'm nobody special. I struggle through life like you do. Uh, we all have different little hills. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But I know the important thing, the only way you could win is losing a lot. Because that's the only way. If you're not losing a lot, your chances of winning are very slim. Oh, pink butterfly. I mean, when you guys say like that, I mean, I can't believe it's me. It must be talking to somebody behind me. Who's that? Who's that over there? I mean, I just can't believe the schmuck from Wilkes-Barre. People I don't know say that about me. I mean, that is just the most wonderful gift you give me. And that's going to keep me living longer than ever, because if I am of value to somebody somehow, I think that's our duty, as a human, to use it. And we're here just to help other people, not to aggrandize ourselves. But the applause is food for the heart, to keep me going and realize, hey, what I'm doing is of value. Okay, when I get tired and fucked up and cranky, and that makes me think a little bit more about, I work. But Gwendolyn, I haven't worked in 40 years. Once you find something you really appreciate doing and it can help other people, man, I just think Social Security is stupid. We should be here helping each other, and in a way that is of value. So that's what's so nice. I'm able to make a living, and that's why if I make more than a living, I'm going to give it back to people. And that's why we have the grant. So we give out now $15,000. We're processing the grants for the last one, but we're doing another one, that started a couple days ago. So you apply for $1,000, and I may even up that because I think we had a pretty good month last month, and give out more money. And that's the only key. I mean, that's what you could take to the bank, or filling up your heart, not your bank account. That's it. When you say you have to have a disability, I try it. Maybe every program is different. Every program describes things different, and everything. So you find the program, and I have a disability. I have diabetes. Fine. I don't know how everybody will have a different measure of how they qualify that. So the only way you get that answer is from the people giving out the money, not from me or anybody else, because we're guessing. And it changes all the time. I help people every day struggling with their infertility. It does fill your heart to be able to know you people. Yeah, absolutely. What could be better, man? It's just, but we can. Maybe we're good at making people smile because we could sing well. That's a gift you have. And you should share that. That's your present to the rest of us. Whatever you have. Maybe you can know how to make shoes well. Well, that's your present and your gift to the rest of us. And that's what's great about life. That we're here to give gifts, and, of ourselves. And once you're giving, when it's not you, then it's not fun, and that becomes work. But if you're giving you, that's not work. That's love. And so if your work could be love, man, what could be better than that? My name is going to be out there. I am nicely harassing companies around. Great. They need to be harassed because their brain is in their pocketbook. And that's good. We all have to support ourselves, and that's important and everything. But it can't be, if you have people working for you or you're helping customers, they're just as important as you are. But everybody tries to con everybody else. And that's why I'm up front. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I'm scared as hell. That's why I wear these question mark suits and everything. And it makes me feel better and more comfortable. I'm not trying to be somebody I'm not. This is me inside, And until I start bringing my inside out, nothing works. It's funny, I just saw the movie Respect. What's her name? Diana? No, boy, I'm just terrible with names. But how she really starts. She had a wonderful voice and everything like that. But until she sang her own heart, did she really become famous. Before then, everybody was telling her what to do. And sure, she had a nice voice, but nobody gave a shit much. It didn't really resonate with people. It's your heart that resonates with people, not your cleverness and, you know, how you can trick them. And that's what most of our society seems to be. Let's go by the end. Oh, I show you, that's nice of you. What grants are to start an anti-bullying program? Yeah, actually, you know, it's funny. I just saw writing up a grant by one of the members showed with me. In New York, there's for individuals who want to be activists in criminal justice. So anti-bullying, that's it. So the bully isn't getting, is still hanging around and doing this. Now that's not justice. So see, anybody now could get a couple $1,000s and do that. I mean, I think they're giving out $25,000. That's just one little place. See, this is the kind of help that's out there, the kind of money that's out there. And I believe that more and more money will be out there because all these rich people are piling up so much fucking dough. They don't know what to do with it. You know, and some of them have the heart. They don't want to help. You know, like Bezos' ex-wife just gave what? Like, you know, billions and billions of dollars to hundreds of nonprofits and stuff like that, and she just wrote them checks that they didn't have to apply, nothing, you know. That's what's going on in this country. All these rich people are, what the hell is anybody going to do $1 billion? Get a bigger jet. Why? You're going to get there faster? No, the skies are crowded, man. It's just like getting a bigger car. Why? You're going to sit in traffic and it's still going to take you forever. Cars for transportation. You want a condo, place to live? Yeah, buy a condo then. Why buy a house and make it a condo? It's crazy what people do. Have to have all this money. I was told of the AD on PPP last year, and it helped. Oh, I was told of the EBO last year, and it helped. Oh, wonderful. So you say you heard it from me? I mean, I'm not the only one that says about this stuff. The government is the main one. But if I have you, that's true. It may forget what you said, but they will never forget you made them feel. Right, exactly. And I guess that's it. I'm learning that more as I get older. And in this new business I have that's starting to really do well. I mean, I've been working on how am I going to help people for the last 10 years because the last time I figured it out, and it was through reference books, and that did very well after struggling for many, many years. And then that goes away. So now I had to rethink it all over again, and this is what we all have to do right now again. You know, I've been very fortunate this year that it's been, I've been able to feed myself and feed other people. That's why I want to give the money away. My kids don't need it. Nobody. They're all smart. You know, if they were, you know, had to worry about their future. Whatever. They're building their own future. This legacy stuff, I think, is crazy. We're all individuals. I don't want anybody to live my life. I have trouble figuring out what it is myself. Why should I get anybody else? You know, want to do it. If it makes sense, okay, but not to force anybody to. We all have to grow. We're organic. You know, it's like you're trying to do a job that you weren't born to do. That's like telling the grass to be purple. It ain't gonna do it. And if it does, it's gonna die an early death, right? You gotta let that grass be green and take care of it like it is. That's what we have to do to ourselves. You know, find out what we have, the talents have that can grow and keep growing. Man, I'm growing more now than ever before in my life. I'm 78 years old. I can't fucking believe this. And it's really a lot of inside growth because I don't need the outside stuff as much. You know? But the outside, like keeping healthy, it does take work. But back to the issue of the day is how to get the help that you need, you know, to solve your financial problems. Well, you look at those two videos, okay? I think in 2 or 3, they're the same video. They just have a different, you know, little introduction to it on YouTube. And if you're a member, just ask us and we'll give you the new report on this, okay? And it's important, and it takes you step by step. All the information is there, and that's why people just go round in circles, trying, shotgunning and everything. You have to have a procedure. I mean, it's like you're a scientist in the laboratory. and science says, okay, let's try this. You try those, okay? What did you learn from that? And where do you go next? And then I have the next section. Okay, you try those. Okay, what did you learn from that? And then you go to next. But just going, willy-nilly, and I don't know who willy-nilly is. Did he play for the Chicago back in the 50s? I don't know. Bad joke, sorry. And you go on to the next group. And then if all that doesn't work, okay, then you have to rethink. Maybe there's another way to do this. How do you get the money another way? See, if you have one thing in your mind, that, okay, grant is going to solve all my problem. One thing, well, first of all, you try, okay, here are the major sources. And see, the problem is you're looking for grants. Most of the money that solves your financial problem is not even called grants. So you look around for grants and you're going to miss, like 80% of the money. So that's the problem too. That's why you don't say grants. You never say grants when you're looking for a grant. You need help. You need help. It's like somebody drowning in the ocean. Say, well, I want a pink life jacket, please. If you don't have a pink life jacket, I'm sorry. Well, here's an inner tube to save your ass. Yeah, you don't need a life jacket. And so that's what it is. So don't say you need grant. Just say you need help. Whether you're starting a business, trying to get out of personal problems. Thank you for being the person. Oh, missed that. Sounded. I'll erase this in my spirit. I always. All right. Oh, Kelly, thank you so much. Yeah, to me, that's my new phrase now. Go out and wear your heart out. Put your heart on your sleeve and use it so hard that it wears out. I mean, that's one muscle that we don't have to worry, that we could grow. You realize that? Your heart, I think, is the one, it's not a muscle, I know, it's an organ. But it's the one body part that could keep growing. My muscles are getting slower, I'm getting stupider, I'm getting all this other stuff as I become old fart. But your heart, man, I'm still trying to figure out how to grow that one. That could grow forever. That's the beauty of being alive. You have something to grow forever. No matter how old you are, young or old. And that's why when you're young, you don't think about that stuff much. And that's what's the other nice thing about being old. There's more interesting things to think about. And that's why life is fun getting older. It's not bad. It's bad because your aches and pains are more. But that's not bad. See, we don't work in factories anymore, so we don't have to be physically fit, to provide, contribute to our society. It's so easy because everybody, I could do this laying in bed, and I have. So I could phase out by doing that. You don't have to go to that factory, back in the 50s or whatever. When I grew up, that's how people made a living and helped the community. But that's over, and now they do it on the internet. And now you don't even have to have a real job to do it. You could do it anywhere, anytime, and make money and support yourself. And that's what's cool. So if you're able to do that, then you don't need a big grant, right? So that's why there's other ways always to do things. And that's why you have to go to one group of stuff, find out, see whatever, make sure you touched all the bases, analyze the results, and go on to something else. And that's the scientific method. Otherwise, we'll never invent anything. You have to invent a new life. You need a reboot. That's it. Yeah, that one of the, I think the how-to is in the video that has reboot in it. So, how to reboot your life and pay your debts and get more cash or something like that. Is there any help to get out of credit card debt? The other thing too, yes, and there is for everybody. See, the other thing about people with disabilities, I mean, it's important. You should look at what's available for disabilities because nobody else will be looking at it. But see, the problem with that is you think you should apply for everything, only disability, but that's wrong because 90% of the programs you could use are not labeled as disabilities. So you're not going to find them. So you just, that's just one little piece of the puzzle. And if you're only looking for help for disabilities, you're missing 95% of what is available for you. But so you get an extra 5%, but it's only 5%, if that. So that's why you have to, think wider than that. Okay. Listen, my son had an operation yesterday. He's fine. He's recuperating, and we're taking care of his little 1.5-year-old midget. So I gotta go back and take him back to see his dad, because I'm grandpa. Actually, what they call me is popcorn, because I have such corny jokes. So they call me popcorn. Okay, I'll see you soon, guys. Thank you again for your kindness. There's nothing better in the world than kindness, so thank you so much.